Welcome, everyone, to the All Effin' Wrestling Show. I'm excited. We're going to be doing the bidding wars of 2024. Let's go.
Coming to you live from the Effin' Worldwide Media Studios, located in parts unknown.
It's the All Effin' Wrestling Show.
With your hosts, Canada Dry, and the JFB.
Tell me how it's priced. Tell me if the item is for sale. And tell me.
Holy crap. It's only like 8 days till Christmas.
I know, don't remind me.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, is next Sunday Christmas, that means?
No,
Monday.
Monday.
So I don't know if we'll have a Christmas show next Sunday, but we'll see. I am, of course, the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I have that Yuletide spirit. How about you, Jim Joe?
Oh, I absolutely have it. We, like I said, got a week till Christmas. Hanukkah just ended. Hope everyone is enjoying the holidays.
And right below us, we have the beautiful, the lovely. Introduce yourself.
Dollywood, baby.
Bye-bye. I'm really excited. Guys, if we want to talk about something that's just out of left field, feel free. We call these, what do we call these, Jim Joe?
Side quests.
Yeah, we're going on some side quests, and we got to go on some side quests. That's what we do here on the All Effin' Wrestling Show. But we're going to start out with one of the segments we like to call the news.
From the four corners of the globe, from our studios to your home, this is FNN, the Effin' News Network, starring Canada Dry and the JFB.
Hello, I am Canada Effin' Dry with the news today. And we got Jim Joe on sports over there, and we got Trisha Takanawa on weather down there. Guys, this is the part of the show where we talk about the news in professional wrestling, and we'll get your opinions. We'll talk about some stuff. We'll start out with AEW / Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Kyle Fletcher is the new Ring of Honor TV champion. I feel like they got a rocket strapped to this guy's back.
Definitely
They
did.
should.
It's the right call. Of the 6 hour in that match, I would definitely say it's the right call.
Yeah, and like his wrestling ability is you got Kenny Omega, you got Will Ospreay, and then you got Kyle Fletcher. They're all kind of that same sort of mold.
Yeah,
What
cut from the same cloth.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Dollywood?
I mean, I couldn't agree with y'all more. I don't think there's a more deserving person in Ring of Honor, and that includes my sweet baby man, Claudio Castagnoli. Nobody deserves it more than Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah. We also had AJ Styles returning.
Hold on. Before we go, can we bring up something else real quick?
Sure.
Always.
While we're on the ROH television, last night after Collision, Tony Khan announced
that's another news item. Don't worry.
Okay.
I thought we could just lump them all together.
Okay, fine. We'll talk about that. The Women's TV Championship has been announced.
Hey, Mr. Isaac.
What's up, Mr. Isaacs?
All right. Hello. Hello, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. I guess he considered you a lady.
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 Hey,
Lady.
God, that's such a dated
Oh.
joke. We're so old.
What's that? What's his name? Jerry Lewis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not the the cousin kisser, the other one.
You hear a lot of complainers. What? Another title? Well, no one complains when NXT adds a title.
Dude, but also, you know what? The same people that say, what, another title, will be the same ones that say, Tony Khan doesn't give the women enough to do on TV.
Bingo. Say it louder. Bingo. The incels in the back can't hear you.
And I think in Ring of Honor, they're free because they're not on TV. They're just the Honor Club.
Yeah, like, honestly, if anywhere they're going to add a women's title, it needs to be ROH, because I don't watch it because I don't pay for it, but they have so many women on ROH who actually wrestle. I wish some of them would move over to AEW.
That are so damn good. Like,
Yeah.
so damn good.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk about AJ Styles making the return to SmackDown, making the save,
And then not.
and then he turns on LA Knight. I love this.
Let's just say that man is jacked right now.
Yeah.
My God.
Bro, like, he looks like he's wearing like a muscle man suit. Like, he doesn't even look like a real person.
You know what? You make his hair blonde and shave him. He's freaking He-Man.
Yeah. So since he's back, I kind of hope he distances himself from the club.
Right.
Because it's not working.
He's better
Right.
than that.
I want him to bring back his lone wolf gimmick from TNA, where he was just a badass who just he's sort of like a different kind of Sting in WCW when he was the Crow Sting. Just he does his own thing. He's really a tweener. He's not a full-fledged bad guy or good guy. He's just
What has happened with the club? Are they even on the shows anymore? I haven't seen them forever.
I saw them last Sunday when I went to a house show here in Delaware. The club was there.
It is such a weird name, the club.
Right. Could it be more generic?
It's the WWE's way of ripping off the Bullet Club without getting slapped illegally.
Why don't they just call them the Bullet Club? They have no problem calling them.
What about they just called them the Ammo Club?
God.
We're the Ammunition Club, yo. And we're very sweet. Not too sweet, just very sweet.
No, not too sweet. Just sweet enough.
We're just a little bit sweet. We're sweeter than the average club member. Anyways, our friend Liv Morgan gets arrested for weed possession and synthetic weed. They later, some people are speculating that it was someone left it in her car.
Yeah, the vape pen apparently wasn't hers.
Which is interesting because
she doesn't vape.
She lives with Miro and CJ Perry right now. So could it be one of theirs?
Maybe it's a Miro's and explains all those incoherent promos on TV.
Yes, he's like, my God has abandoned me and now I need the vape pen.
So, like, I've gotten into it with some people on the internet. Like, I fully agree. Yeah, I fully agree that it's kind of stupid to arrest people for marijuana in 2023. My thing is, if you're going to smoke, stay home. Don't be driving. The reason why she pulled over because she was swerving into another lane. She didn't get pulled over because she was smoking a joint in the car. That's an add-on because she's being stupid.
Well, maybe she's just a bad driver.
Either way, I'm sorry. If you're swerving and you have it with you, you've probably been smoking it.
I'm a terrible driver. Like self-admittedly, I have no business having a driver's license. I got it in the state of South Carolina, so that tells you about our education system, driving or otherwise. It did take me 3 tries, but I finally got it, and I've had it ever since then. But man, if I even have a bottle of wine, if I go and do my grocery pickup and have a bottle of wine in the car, it is all the way in the trunk. It is sealed, but I drive so carefully. Even though it's a 2-minute drive from the grocery store to my house. Because that's what you do when you have, something that you probably shouldn't have in your vehicle. Even though, again, not promoting drinking and driving, never have, never will. It's sealed in the trunk of my car, but I don't want to take any risks because I know that I'm a bad driver. If she's texting and driving and that's what's making her swerve all over the road, that's a whole nother issue that also needs to be addressed, Liv.
Still shame on her for that.
a giant shame on her, and maybe even more so than her smoking weed. Because it's awful and you're going to kill somebody. But
the other thing is when a celebrity kind of gets arrested for this, it is actually good in a way. Because it shines a light on how stupid it is to arrest someone for marijuana these days.
Well, to be fair, look, in Florida, they've had the opportunity to legalize it recreationally, and they don't.
Right.
So you can't get mad at the police for enforcing the laws when the people who live in Florida are like, no, we don't want to legalize it.
Right.
Personally, it would make my life and my job so much easier if it was just federally legal.
Right.
That's me personally, but
that's what they did in Canada. They made it legal across the board, and even before that, for like 10, 15 years, the cops didn't care. Someone's walking down the street with a reefer, they just drive right.
Oh yeah, that's
with
different.
A reefer?
That's different than driving and swerving and having the potentiality of killing somebody.
No, but back in the day, even walking around with it,
yeah, like that's fine.
The cops would stop you. But
yeah, there's a lot of social issues that come along with it.
Yeah. We already know it's stupid. We can't convince boomer legislation to legalize it.
No, because that would
vote them out, and they won't be there.
That would release a lot of people from federal prison, and they can't have that either.
All right, let's move on to Kenny Omega and his diverticulitis. How can you pronounce this? I can't pronounce
diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis, yes. Yeah, this is something that's going to put him out for a bit. You don't know. He just needs to.
Yeah. Like, this is what Brock Lesnar suffered from. So I didn't know exactly what it was, so I looked it up. So basically, it's like inflamed, like sacs or nodules, like on his like lower intestines or something to that effect. So it's very painful, especially for what these guys do. So
we came up with an idea last night, and we're hoping that Tony Khan can receive this message. Instead, since Kenny Omega cannot make it for World's End, we bring back Lance Storm and we get the Thrill Seekers back together for one more run. And that would be so freaking cool.
I ain't mad at that. Who is we? Who came up with that?
That was us on the
on Collision After Dark last night. We came up with either him or who I might think is the more likely choice is Kota Ibushi.
Ooh, I like that. Sorry, I fell asleep.
What would you call him? The golden, what would you?
Golden sex gods.
Oh, I love that.
The golden sex gods. But yeah. All right, that brings us. Anything else you guys want to add? Oh, wait, Charlotte Flair.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be out for a while.
Bruh.
Yeah, she hurt her knee in multiple places, so she's gonna be out for quite a while. Sounds
like ACL, MCL,
PCL. That ACL, like tearing an ACL,
yeah,
that's got to be the worst.
I mean, luckily for her, she's athletic and in very good shape, so she'll be able to bounce back. So
yeah,
like I strained it last year, and that took forever.
Oh. Sometimes you're better off. Honestly, you're better off tearing it than you are straining it in your case, because they can just go and repair it and start the healing process quicker.
Yeah. Well, you'd have surgery, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, have all the surgery you want in
Canada. Yes. Yeah. I just make up a surgery that I want to have.
Right.
Need a full body replacement, please.
Yes. Oh, right away. Would you like maple syrup with that? Oh, yes, please.
Okay. Can I just say that we bought like actual maple syrup and it is disgusting. It tastes like a leaf and I hate it.
Is it the maple leaf one?
Yeah.
This is just like, it looks like a maple leaf?
No. It doesn't. It's not in the bottle of a maple leaf, but I think it's like the same stuff, and it's awful. And even Noah was like, "I don't like these pancakes."
Speaking of,
Yeah.
I have a
What
little
about you,
maple
Jim? Do you
syrup.
like the legit maple syrup?
No, I just want fake. Whatever the fake sugar is, that's
You
what I
want
want.
the Aunt Jemima?
Yes,
So
and
I
I don't
got a
care
maple
what kind
syrup
of bundle
story.
she comes in. Yeah, okay, let's hear it.
I used to work in warehousing. So
Uh-huh.
like, and one of the warehouses I used to work at, we serviced Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
So do you know what Cracker Barrel is, Canada Dry?
Cracker Barrel is a store, restaurant sort of in the States, but Cracker Barrel up here is actually a brand of cheese.
Oh, yeah, we
They
have
have
Cracker Barrel
yeah,
cheese
it's
here in the
cheese.
States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
Unrelated though, right?
No,
I don't know.
it's the same. It's the same company.
Okay.
But anyway, so I was in the dry section of the warehouse where they do like paper towels, and it's also where they happen to store all the little mini bottles of syrup that you get on your table.
Yeah.
And it's in the middle of the summer, it's like 100 degrees out, and someone busts a whole box of that syrup. It was so thick that you could not breathe. Like,
Was it you? Were you the someone?
no, good Lord, no.
Okay. Are we done with news and now we can share whatever we want? Because I have something very important to share.
Yeah, go ahead.
So last night when we were waiting for an hour to get a table at Texas Roadhouse, because again, apparently this whole episode is just about themed chain restaurants. I found the Walmart exclusive Chris Jericho.
Nice.
I'm so excited. He's lovely.
Who is it?
It's Chris Jericho. It's a Walmart exclusive.
Oh,
Chris
nice.
Jericho. Yes. And I also found on clearance, obviously, because I would not spend the real money on this, CM Punk.
My son wants to.
Okay, and he's so cool. He comes with 3 different heads and
Different hands.
yeah, 3 different hands. And I'm curious. I have not opened the box because I don't want to, but I'm curious to know if these heads smell like Triple H's rectum.
So, since you brought that up, yesterday was my son's Secret Santa at his dance studio.
Yay! Okay.
So he got an MVP, like suited up with the chain and the pimp cane.
Nice.
But then he also got a signature series Jericho, but it came with the pink coat and the black coat. Like, it was really
Was
nice.
AEW or WWE Jericho?
AEW Jericho.
He got like
I want the light up jacket Jericho from WWE.
Yeah, that would be nice. But it's
Yeah.
broken, remember? Dean Ambrose cut it up.
Hold, please. Is this the one that he got? With the gear pack? That one?
Yep, that is it.
It's so cool.
No, but don't they have an action figure that lights up for Chris Jericho?
Maybe.
Because that would be cool.
We need to talk to Jaws Wears.
So we are going to do the joke of the week. And of course, our friend Brett the Hitman Hart is going to talk about the joke of the week.
Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart. Every day, people are mocked because they feel that dad jokes are the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. That's messed up. I believe that no one should have to fight for their humor. It's okay to dad joke.
Ho, ho, ho! Happy Sunday, everyone. It is Better Than Your Boyfriend, Lord Ryan Rich, with your joke of the week. Christmas themed. What does Santa spend his hard-earned money on? Jingle bells. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week. Merry Christmas.
Not where I thought that joke was going.
So he spells it on Jingle Bills or Jingle Bells?
Bills.
Bills. That's wrong, Bills.
Yeah, that was a groaner. I gotta say, not his best work. But that's okay. That's okay.
That is okay.
Yeah, sometimes they just don't hit, and that's all right.
And that's the point of a dad joke.
Yeah. All right. I guess it's time for the main event.
Gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
So, Dolly, would you just message me? Do you know that unknown is misspelled in the intro?
It says no. From parts unknown is what it says in the intro.
What
You're missing the end at the end of unknown,
Yeah.
is what she's saying.
Oh, so just the one that just played just now? From parts unknown?
The intro.
Oh!
Yeah, I
Yeah,
messaged it.
I didn't know DFP's in charge of that, so I have no clue. I never paid attention. From parts unknown. But we're going to be talking about the bidding wars of 2024. Now we
There's
got
a lot.
we got a lot of contracts that are coming up, and I've got a list of people here, and we can add some people or as we go if you guys think of someone. But we'll start with the one who really started this sort of catchphrase, MJF. So some think that he's already signed, but that's not confirmed. So we had a comment from Cody saying he's likely to go to WWE eventually.
I personally think he's already signed.
Yeah.
Do I think he'll go to WWE eventually? Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
He's literally at the top of AEW right now. He's going to be at the top of AEW for another 3 years at least. I could absolutely see him going to WWE at some point.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, ideally, you want to become a bigger star, and and you want to get more money, you want more recognition. It doesn't matter if it's AEW or it's WWE, and that's the great thing about this, having two big companies like this. It's fun seeing who's going to show up on AEW, who's going to show up in WWE.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you, some wrestling fans today, their heads would have exploded during the Monday Night Wars.
oh yeah,
Right.
was it Lex Luger that was on Raw and
No, it was Rick Rude. Rick Rude was on both. I don't think it was Lex. Lex Luger had just walked out the week before. And just
right,
showed up
Lex
in
Luger was like they forgot to
showed up
renew him.
He showed up on the first episode of Nitro at Mall
Yeah,
of
they
America.
WWE had forgot to renew him.
I think it was they were in talks, and I don't think he liked what was going on, so he just ghosted him. Went to Eric Bischoff because Sting had a plan in this, because Sting was like, "Hey, come on over to WCW." So
Let's get Hollywood's thoughts on MJF.
Oh, I think that's the story that I did here on the A&E biography of Lex Luger, by the way. So my thoughts on MJF are that he is not going anywhere. I don't know how much money it took to keep him at AEW, and I'm just going to go ahead and say that that's exactly what's happened. But it had to have been a bundle full, and he's going to be there for a while. I think that eventually he might switch over to WWE, but I think it's going to be like a long time from now. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. AEW is kind of doing like this weird like ebbs and flows of people love it and people hate it and people love it and people hate it. And I think that securing that contract and getting him on TV more often is going to do nothing but great things for AEW. And I think that Tony Khan sees that, and he probably was like, "Name your price, man. My daddy has more money than Jesus. You just tell me how much money you want and you got it." And I applaud him for that.
All right. What about AJ Styles? This guy's contract is over in 2024. Now, he's been on record saying this is my last contract. But we all know that you say stuff in the middle of a contract, and when it comes down to it, wrestling is like crack. You just can't quit like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I think that he's. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. You can go ahead first. I went first last time.
So I think that at least I thought with Edge, Adam Copeland, whatever you want to call him, I thought that he was forever a WWE man. He was always a company man, never going to go anywhere. And then he shocked the hell out of me. Like, he could have pushed me over with a feather when that man showed up. And I hope so much so that it is the same thing with AJ Styles. And I hope that it's not even anytime soon. I hope that like his contract is up. He takes some time off. He goes and travels. He spends time with his family. And then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, I want it to be wrestling's best kept secret. He just pops up one day on AEW is what I want. Like more than anything, Santa Claus. So you're on your way to town. Make this girl's dream come true.
What do you think, Joe?
So I think you're right. I don't think wrestlers just can't quit the business cold turkey. So do I think this will be his last full-time contract? Yes. But like I could see him doing one-offs in AEW, going back to New Japan, maybe showing up in TNA, maybe even signing a Legends deal with WWE and still doing his one-off. But personally, I would love to have him in AEW for a couple matches.
He's 45, bro. He's up there.
I know, but we were just talking about the man. He looks like he's like 35. The man looks
right, he does.
In
he looks great.
Peak physical condition.
But I think you got to make the argument that does AEW want to keep adding older dudes?
I think
I don't know. I think if it's for like a couple matches, like they did with Zack Ryder, bring him in for like a 6 matches, just do a little mini story. He could get a payday because
and it's also convenient that AEW their schedule is a lot easier.
Right. Because I know he's mentioned a lot that his kids are playing football. He wants to be home. And it's a lot easier to do that in AEW than it is in WWE. Because AEW doesn't really do international shows right now other than Canada. They're not really
Canada and once a
year in the UK, which you can plan around. It's the summertime. There's no football going on in August for kids. So yeah.
Let's talk about Andrade next. Now he's talked about maybe going to WWE, maybe going back to CMLL. Jim Joe, what do you think?
I think this, to me, is very interesting because I think this also plays with Charlotte because obviously they're married. I think ultimately he ends up back in WWE. That's my personal opinion. That's where I think he ends up because his wife is there. There's no way Charlotte isn't leaving WWE. It makes sense if he wants to be with his wife. Can't fault him for that. I mean, it's his wife. So I think ultimately he ends up, especially because WWE is on this kick of showing international stars off right now. Japanese stars, Mexican stars, because they're really trying to expand globally. So
what do you think, Dollywood?
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Ric Flair's made it more than obvious that he's not going to be doing anything after. Hey, cutie. I see you. He sees little clips of shirt.
I just wanted to make it. It's so funny. Your kid was in the background last night.
Yeah, my son popped in. Yeah.
He popped in the door. You went to talk, then he was just standing there later on in the show.
Ric Flair's made it more than obvious that, like, after March, he's like, I don't have a Grudge house. Like, that's not the kid from the Grudge, like, running around. That's my baby boy.
If fog starts appearing out of the doorway, though.
I'm shocked he didn't come in here and say, Adam Cole, baby. That's just what he yells all the time now, and I love it. I'm so proud of him. Anyway, I think that after Ric Flair is done in AEW, because when is Andrade? Do we know what month Andrade's thing is up?
Not that I could see.
I think it's going to be later on in the year.
According to Fightful, it's in the summer of 2024.
So, like, AEW is still pushing him. So,
right.
So
For the time being,
anytime soon.
For the time being, yeah. they're not going to give him a giant push come summertime, obviously, because I just don't see the the two of them staying in AEW much longer. You know, he can go over to WWE, he can make more money and work less and be Charlotte Flair's husband. And, you know, good for him. Have at it, man. Good for him. You make that money, you stack that bank, and then you divorce Charlotte Flair, probably. That's the track record shows. And I shouldn't say that. That's real ugly of me to say.
The funny thing is the last time they had a line drawn through the house and they weren't connected at all. So
okay,
say the line, kids. Say the line.
Is that a Clemson football?
Tell them who your favorite wrestler is. Luchasaurus. But who's your other favorite one?
Nice.
Go get daddy.
It's Kill Switch now, kid.
Oh, he knows. So he was talking about Kill Switch the other day, and he said it weird. And I thought he was talking about Taylor Swift, and I was like, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. But I was still so proud because he was talking about wrestling. I don't care if you're about Taylor Swift or wrestling. Proud of you either way.
I just remember I want to give a shout out to Tiffany and her mom Carla.
Yes.
Her mom Carla is in the hospital, and Tiffany's she's just really worried about her mama. And
she has the right to be.
And so we just want to give a shout out to Carla and let her know that we're praying for her and
yes,
sending out the love. Yes. Come on, get the heart going.
Do it, JG.
We gotta get going. My heart
can't do it. My fingers don't operate like that.
Oh, sure, you'll scissor me, but then you won't give me the heart. Next, we're going to talk about, just because we need to include other promotions, let's talk about Hammerstone. Now, Hammerstone, to me, is someone that screams WWE. Like, he just has that WWE look. And I could easily see him being on SmackDown. Who was last? I'll ask Dollywood this time for Hammerstone.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. I don't know a lot about him, but just looking at him, 6'2", 251 style
Well,
power.
he looks like Thor, right?
Yeah. Like he's from Phoenix and he has a terrible haircut. He's WWE ready. Yeah. See y'all on Monday.
Alex Haney's was saying that he thinks that Hammerstone is TNA.
Possible. I mean, if they're going to dull out a 7-figure salary for CM Punk, I'm sure they can afford Alex Hammerstone.
What was an Osprey, you mean?
Or I think it was both of them. I think it was both Osprey and Punk.
Well, like you put Hammerstone as your for TNA, you put Hammerstone as your central guy with the belt.
That makes you a real contender. Yeah.
Like, I could also see him going to AEW though, because he has those ties with MJF.
Yeah, that's true.
He definitely I feel like he's going to be one of those guys that's going to go wherever he wants.
But I feel like AEW is got to be very careful with the signings, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Because unless they can unless they're getting rid of a few guys, like they really need to slim down that roster in 2024. Whether that be by just letting contracts renew or just whatever. Even if they got to fire some people, I think it's time to stop. It's a business. You can't do things like that. You got to be a little bit more cutthroat.
I think this impending TV rights deal will determine a lot of what happens.
That's a good point.
Just on a side note, Tony Khan was talking at the Ring of Honor press conference, and he's saying, listen, we're doing really good business with Warner Brother Discovery, and as far as the meeting with WWE, it's just due diligence.
Absolutely.
He believes that everything is going great with them, and he's like, I've been doing the football and the soccer, and it's just part of business. So whether that's just him putting on a good face or not. I don't know, but
Well, also on that note, like this isn't WWE anymore. This is TKO. It's the WWE isn't the controlling partner anymore. So other places, like who is it that owns it now? Not TKO, but the company that owns
Endeavor.
WWE. Endeavor.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to care if they're on the same network as AEW because they've been on. It's been UFC and WEC, and like there's been so many fighting things on TV as you've seen on the same channel. I don't think that's a big a deal with Endeavor as it was with Vince McMahon. So it is extremely possible that we get both WWE and AEW on Warner Brothers.
what was Mr. Isaac talking about that I missed here?
He's talking about Cracker Barrel.
Oh, yes. And Noob says, I definitely see Hammerstone in WWE.
He has the body for it. He definitely has the stature of it.
Yeah, for sure. I could see him there. Okay, let's talk about Mercedes Moné. She's someone that was talked about coming to AEW, but for whatever reason, that's not happening now. It's reported in the dirt sheets.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But that could change.
Right.
It's all about the money, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If Tony Khan offers enough money, she's coming, right? But Jim Joe, where do you see Mercedes Moné? Is she going back to WWE?
Entrant number 30 in the Royal Rumble. I think that's where she's going. I think it'll be a big surprise. Well, it'll probably be like one of those worst kept surprises in Rumble history. I think she's going back. I mean, you figure she's been gone away a year now. She's got to go do her thing at other places to see what it's like. On top of that, her best friend in Bailey is still in WWE. And on top of that, Vince isn't in control anymore, which was one of her big gripes.
Yeah.
So it's I could absolutely see her going back to WWE, especially now with Charlotte out for 9 months. She's an easy plug-in replacement for anything they were planning on doing.
Put the belt on her right away.
Maybe not right away.
Well, you could.
I mean, you absolutely could.
Yeah. I don't know what would stop them. What would stop them?
You have an in belt because you could have her go to SmackDown with Bailey after Bailey gets kicked out of Damage Control, which seems to be where they're going. So,
well, yeah, I could see that.
All I know is if she goes back to the WWE, not 40, but at WrestleMania 41, you better get a 4 horsewomen four-way.
All right. The next person I'm really, really excited about, and that is Drew McIntyre. I'm loving the character work that he's doing right now in WWE.
Yeah.
So if they manage to sign him back and put he needs some sort of championship run here to validate everything he's talking about. Whether or not that happens or whether or not he goes to his contracts, I think it's over in a few months because they've been talking about that over and over again on the dirt sheets. I don't know, but I would love to see Drew McIntyre in AEW.
Fightful says it's early 2024.
Okay, so your thoughts, Dollywood?
That man is beyond a superstar. That's not even the right word for him. He is in a class all of his own. He is amazing. And he's one of those people, I don't care where he goes. If I see him on TV, I'm going to stop and watch it. It's not a secret to anyone here that I prefer one company to the other. But if I see that dude on a top card somewhere, if he's here in Charlotte, I'm going to spend money on a ticket to go see him. He's that freaking good. He's another one of these WWE for lifers, or so we think.
Well, he left before, right? So
right.
They kicked him out before.
They fired him, but he was in the 1-man band with the 3-man
and
band.
they're well on their way to doing it again, right? With bringing CM Punk back, he's
where does Drew fit with CM Punk back?
I don't know.
He fits in an AEW. That's where he fits in.
Well, like imagine like
So
Drew at All In. How big?
that's
that
what I was going to
would
say. I would
Yeah.
if his contract expired, let's say February,
Mhm.
and he just does nothing until August, and he just walks out at Wembley. Oh, that would be so amazing.
I'd want him before that for sure.
There's not a roof. There's not a roof on that place, but like the rafters would just fall off. Like everything would just go nuts.
But with
Yeah.
that said, I think he re-signs with WWE.
Yeah, that's. I love his character right now.
Yes,
This is
he's doing amazing work right now.
Like-
Everything, man.
Like playing the badass, but telling the truth at the same time.
That's gotten a lot of people in trouble in that company. So
No, but his character is very similar to Brett in '97, where
Like
that's
that-
gotten a lot of people in trouble in that company. I don't know how to say it. Like,
yeah, like
sorry.
yeah, that I'm loving the character work that he's doing. It's that he's still really loved everywhere else except for in the States. So,
Not this state, baby.
hmm?
Not this state.
Yeah.
Not the state of North Carolina. Or at
Is
least
he
my house.
getting boos or he's getting cheers in live events?
He's getting cheers at every live event I've ever seen him at. He's getting cheers, but that's been 2 live events, so I don't know.
I don't know. The last live event I went to was a SmackDown live event, so he wasn't there.
I've only seen him twice.
All right, we'll cover these two together because they're a package deal. Becky Lynch and Seth
Seth Rollins.
freaking Rollins. Who went last?
I'll go first this time.
All right.
Yes.
I don't see how they leave. How WWE lets them leave. I really like. They're both literally at the.
They don't really fit though either in AEW.
They don't. But I
Yeah.
mean, like I could see Becky Lynch wants to act. I could see her going to Hollywood. Let Seth go be back to Seth Black and go to New Japan for a stint. Like personally, like that he's been there for so long. I think it would be good for him to get away because he feels like he's very stagnant with this. I hate his stupid laugh. Whether he's a heel or a face, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like this face run isn't working for him. Like he
But
does.
the problem is that everyone is singing his song.
I hate
So
that. Get rid of that
it
stupid
seems
song
like it
too.
is.
Get rid of that stupid song because it ruins everything he's a part of. It
Yeah.
ruins every promo because all these stupid fans want to do is sing the song.
Joe, you killing me, man. Joe gets passionate about guns
Yep.
and
And
this.
wrestling.
Man, they ain't going nowhere. We all know it. They ain't going nowhere. They can, if Becky Lynch wants to go to Hollywood, Triple H will gladly put her in whatever the name of that movie is. Episode 34, the one movie that
The
the Miz
Marine.
is always.
The
Yeah.
Marine 34.
The Marine 34, her and the Miz will be out there in walkers, just tearing shit up. And that's fine. You go on, you do that, you do your low budget sea rent movie, fine. She might do a couple of TV appearances. I'll see you on, I don't know, The Big Bang Theory is not in production anymore, whatever show is still in production. I don't watch anything.
Well, she really did a good job on Jeopardy. So
Boy.
Hey, maybe she could always get a cameo in the MCU on Disney Plus or something like that. You know.
it'll be funny if she makes the game show circuit and does poorly wherever she goes.
Can you imagine her on Wheel of Fortune?
Oh.
Like every word would be spelled out. And she'd still
I
get
want
it
to no. You know what she needs to be on? I want to see her on Let's Make a Deal with Wayne Brady.
Or how about The Price is Right with
Would your
Drew
Carrie?
I think I'll spin the wheel.
She would spin the damn thing right off this
You know
asshole.
what? You know what show I would have paid good? Like, I wish we had time travel capabilities. Put her on Match Game 64 from the 70s.
And watch her not pick Seth.
Oh
Who
God.
was
I used to love. Is that the circle gets the square?
No. It's like, so what it is there was a panel of celebrities, and then you had two like regular Joe Schmoes, and the host would say, finish this question, like, Big Bill is so dumb, he thought this. And then all the celebrities would write it down, and then the people guessing would try to match the celebrities.
Okay, that is not the game that I thought it was either. I thought you were talking about like the dating match game.
Yes, there's John Ritter's first TV appearance is on the dating game.
There was some serial killer that was on that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We went from John Ritter to serial killers.
Let me know who it is.
I don't think it was Jeffrey Dahmer, but it was like some that was like.
Take a break and Google, find out who it is, because we got to know. But
On the dating game, that's the first thing that pops up. Rodney Alaka. He took the lives of 8 people, including children and a pregnant woman. But authorities estimate the actual number of his victims to be more than 100.
Now, did he kill his date on the dating game?
No, he was not. He was not selected.
Oh, she's like, yeah, red flag.
But that ended up being like his serial killer name was the dating game killer.
She's like, boy, did I ever.
You dodged a bullet. No.
Yeah.
He died in 2021 at 77 years old.
In prison?
Yes.
All right. This is kind of a side quest that we did here.
Anyway, sorry. Me and my knowledge of serial killers. Don't mind
Our
me.
next wrestling superstar is Ethan Page.
Hey, superstar's a stretch.
All ego Ethan Page. I think this guy is loaded with charisma. I think he's a great wrestler. I think he's doing a great job in Ring of Honor right now, but I think he's kind of lost in the mix in AEW. I can see him being repackaged in WWE because he is loaded with charisma. What do you think, Dollywood?
I think that he would be even more lost in WWE, just because like his charisma is so strong, and I feel like he already like has kind of made, almost like made his bed in AEW. You know, it's like he's known, and he's not just some like Joe Smo. Like they play his intro music. Okay, so that's how you know that like he ain't that bad. Every match he goes into, they're playing his intro music. He's a hell of a promo guy. Like AEW would be foolish to let him go, but if they don't do something with him, they're going to lose him, because at the end of the day, money talks. And there's just one company.
His match at Ring of Honor was on Ring of Honor pay-per-view was outstanding.
I can't think of an Ethan Page match that I was like about like nothing about him.
Yeah, he had that title match versus MJF.
His most recent match with Kenny Omega was amazing.
He's awesome. He's fantastic. And he does get the opportunity. He's a giant family man. He gets the opportunity. You know, he gets to go take his kids trick-or-treating. He gets to be home on Christmas.
Scorpio Sky, they might be reuniting them because he came to help Ethan Page at Ring of Honor.
So
yeah, because they have good chemistry together.
Yeah,
I love it.
Personally, if I was Tony Khan, I'm resigning him. And look, Edge, Christian, Kenny, Jericho, they're all not long for the wrestling ring. I would make him my number one attraction every time I go to Canada. Make him the big name on the marquee. Just like when Brett would go back to Canada, make him a focal point whenever you do your Canadian.
You know what I would love? I would love a Team Canada in AEW.
That would be awesome.
Just only Canadians. Yeah, Kenny, you got Jericho, you got Christian, you got Adam, you got Kyle O'Reilly and Ethan Page. Oh my goodness, this stable is amazing.
Yeah. Like it could work too.
Here for it. Oh, what a polite group.
Oh, we'd have to bring in Taya Valkyrie though.
Well, mentioning snooze fests.
She actually had her glasses stolen at a Ring of Honor event. Some fan tweeted that he got them. He's like, actually, I did not. They weren't giveaways. You stole them from me. I just put them down and you reached over and stole them.
She doesn't make enough money to buy her own sunglasses. How sad.
Well, come on. That's a fan just grabbing something over.
I hope that the young bucks don't come at me for the confetti that I stole from All In then.
Well, it's different with confetti versus someone's apparel. Like, that'd be like stealing Orange Cassidy's Ray-Bans.
That he has a million pairs of?
You know what?
Yeah, but you know it's okay to reach over and take somebody's.
Look, me stealing them would be better than someone crushing them in half like always happens to them.
Thank you, JG. Thank you.
Hey, that's like saying I should get to steal that car they're blowing up in the movie.
Now, that is not the same. You exaggerate.
It is. It's a show. They're breaking them for part of the show. You're a fan watching, so I don't know. But anyway.
Theft isn't cool, but
so person on this list that's shocking is your favorite wrestler, Dollywood.
man, who do you think?
One of them, Bryan Danielson contract.
Oh yeah, my baby. Yeah, I hung up. So I mentioned it like a few months ago, in some episode of one of our podcasts that I did, how junky like the flag was that I had gotten in one of my All Elite crates, because like it didn't have like grommets on it or anything, like there was no way to hang it up, and you were like, just hang it up with thumbtacks. And I literally thought about you yesterday as I'm hanging this thing up with thumbtacks in our garage, though.
You're like, fine. Let's just
in the garage, not in our actual home where the sheetrock matters.
Maybe we could do a trade for the flag for this poster, huh?
Is the Bryan Danielson for Bryan Danielson? No, man, I already got it hung up now. I ain't taking it down now. I got holes in the wall already.
This is rare. Come on.
That is rare. And I see this one. So anyway, it's the first thing I see whenever I pull in the garage now is my Bryan Danielson.
You gotta keep it in the garage. So what? You're talking right now anyway, so tell us your thoughts.
He's not signing anywhere. If he like, he'll come back to AEW. I think that he genuinely loves his time in AEW. He genuinely loves the people that are there. He loves, being back in the ring once every 7 months whenever he's not injured. I wonder what kind of paper cut he got last night that's going to prevent him from being in a match again. He's my baby, but he's awful.
But yeah, this could be the end of the road of this contract, where maybe he signs something for backstage.
I think that's what he's going to do. I think he's going to transition to backstage role. I mean, come on now. Tony Khan came out and publicly said, if anything was to ever happen to me, I would tell my dad, let Bryan Danielson run this company. That's how well respected he is. So I could see him, like, I feel like he was very particular with his words. He says, my full-time career is winding down.
Now, is this directed at you?
I don't know.
Are you a white girlfriend married Brandon Stevens? She's a married woman, Brandon Stevens. I don't know.
I hate that your white girlfriend does marry you, Brandon Stevens. This white girl is not your girlfriend.
No.
And it's not going to be me.
She's taken.
For real. And he's so cute. You missed my step, baby, on the show earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, he's not going to be full-time anywhere ever again for as long as he lives.
Yeah, I think he's going to sign. He's going to do back row. I think he'll have a match every once in a while, like for big attractions. I think that's what he'll do.
Like if you go back and you watch like stuff from like his WWE era when he was so injured, like depresses that man to not be in a wrestling ring or to not be around a wrestling ring. And he was so integral in either of the Garcia sisters. I won't call them the Bella twins. The Garcia sisters getting into a ring again after, whatever injuries, whatever happened. And not only them, but like everybody, like he's such a good teacher. Like wrestling is just his true passion. And And I can't think of anybody better to learn from than Brian Danielson. Like, name one person on earth that you'd rather learn from wrestling wise than Brian Danielson.
I would rather
Shawn
learn.
Michaels would be my only answer.
Y'all get out of here! Hush! You're making my
We
point.
would
bad.
rather learn from Natalia Markova and Brian Idol because they run a wrestling school and they advertise here on the show. Let's show the clip.
Determination, perseverance. These are the qualities that make a champion. Do you have what it takes to be the next wrestling superstar? Are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? At Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy, we can help you become the champion you were meant to be. Our world travel trainers, Brian Idol and Natalia Markova, are well-known industry professionals with years of experience in the world of wrestling. From the basics to advanced techniques, they are dedicated to help give you the tools that you need to succeed in the ring. Our training program is tailored to challenge you, push you to your limits, and help you discover your full potential. Come join our diverse group of talent. Join us at Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy and make your dream a reality. Visit our website or contact us to learn more and start your journey to the top today.
I could
Of
not
course-
have given you a better segue. You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
welcome.
I was like, this is perfect. And that's why you were giggling before. So we actually we've got another round table scheduled for next month, and we're gonna have a couple more students. So we're gonna just have fun talking to them about wrestling and give them a place to shine and tell everyone I'm an important wrestler. I'm on a podcast. So we got a few more to knock out here. We're going to go to the NWA and talk about Camille. So, does she not scream WWE?
She absolutely does.
From her name down, yeah.
Camille Brickhouse?
I don't think she would fit in the AEW women's division.
She would be a lot like, to me, she'd be a lot like Jade Cargill if she did. Like that sort of style, or you're winning championships and dominating everyone. But I think Camille would be good because I think she fits that WWE like Camille versus Flair. That would be an interesting.
Really? But yeah, I like it.
I mean, Camille versus Bianca would be a good match as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that one.
But
What's your baby need?
He's just crawling in. Come on over here. Come say hi. You got to meet your
Does he know he's on the intro to one of the shows?
You know, you're on YouTube right now. Okay.
He's the guy.
This is Roman.
Hey, Roman.
Hi.
Are you the chief of the bloodline?
No.
Who's your favorite wrestler right now?
My favorite right now is Seth Rollins.
Very good pick.
Seth freaking Rollins. Oh my
Who's your
goodness.
favorite female wrestler?
Becky Lynch.
Oh, so do you think that they're going to sign in 2024 in WWE, or are they going to go somewhere else?
I think they're gonna stay in WWE.
We all think so too.
Yep.
All right, we got one more wrestler before we kind of close out the show.
I'm done in 2 minutes.
Before we wind down here,
Hi, Roman.
the rumors are going around that Sheamus might be welcoming a new sort of start somewhere else because he's kind of spinning his wheels in WWE now.
Yeah, he's been very vocal. Like WWE hasn't used the Brawling Brutes correctly, which I wholeheartedly agree. So he's another one of those that I would put in the same category as Drew.
Yeah.
Like I think he's staying, but for the pop that he would receive at Wembley.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Imagine those two coming together as a tag team to face FTR or the Bucks or anybody. Like that would be.
You could start them off as a tag team, but I'd rather them kind of come in separately.
Yeah, you could do that too. I mean, because you could also play off Sheamus and Claudio, their time as a tag team.
Ooh, I like that. I definitely don't see him going anywhere else. But now, Joe, I think you might have changed my mind. I would love to see him in AEW. Like, now that I actually think about it, I don't want to see him on any TV screen because he has a face for radio, not for TV.
Come on, fella.
And that's so ugly of me. That's awful of me to say, but he's like Dusty Rhodes in that. Like, I just don't think he looks like a wrestler. Ain't nothing about that man scream wrestler to me. But
he's still one of the greatest of all time.
He really, I just like Dusty Rhodes. He really, really is. He's
Dusty Rhodes, if you will.
Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Yeah, you do a good one. All right. Do you guys have anyone else you wanna mention?
I have one more I want to mention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is towards the end of 2024, but all 3 members of New Day, their contract ends.
I don't want to see them in
Look,
in AEW.
honestly, I want to see them in AEW, even if it's for one night. I want New Day versus the Elite. They've teased it so many times. Even if it's just one time.
But Big E, he's not. Is he going to be?
Yes, that's disclaimer. Everyone's fully healthy.
Yeah. There is nothing in this universe that I love more than Bootios. And I want to see them on every television screen across America. I don't care what they're on.
What would you even call them?
Whatever they want. Anything. I will wear any shirt, whatever their name is.
We're the new week. We're the new one. The new year. The new month.
I mean, honestly, though, if any of the 3 of them, I want Xavier Woods to leave because he's underutilized in WWE.
I think he would be underutilized in AEW as well. I
don't think he would be. I think that he would be such
he
a big
doesn't
asset.
have that same charisma.
I disagree. He has.
TNA he had a good run, right?
Yeah, he was Consequences Creed, and he was in a tag team with R-Truth called Truth or Consequences.
Yeah, that was cool.
Clever. I love it. I want him in AEW. I want him anywhere. I don't care where they go.
You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing him go to New Japan and go into the junior heavyweight tournament. Like, just give him a chance to like that guy can wrestle.
Yeah.
They use him too much for like comedic relief in WWE.
Right. Speaking of dudes that can totally wrestle and are a tiny bit underutilized, what y'all think about Ricky Starks? Is he staying in AEW or is he going?
His contract ends I think early 2025.
Oh darn. Okay, well then next year. Y'all got a whole year to think on it.
But we'll have to talk about him in the next, because I think we should do this again next year.
Yeah,
absolutely.
2024, because it's a fun sort of topic.
You know what else we should do? Like this time next year, we should look back on this and see how right we were.
Ooh, I love that.
We'll have to look up the YouTube show and get a clip of it.
Roman, you ready for next year?
Yeah.
Is he the baby that's in the After Dark shot?
Yes, that is him.
He's grown up.
Yeah, how old are you? 9 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 9.
9 long years ago.
Wear a shirt that says Papa, like you, the world's greatest dad.
Oh no! Well, honestly, this is pajamas. I just didn't change my shirt, and it was my
This is my JVC.
So my wife is a photographer, so this was like I was Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear, Sister, and we did pictures. You know, Matt, the whole matching family pajama thing.
I'm white, obviously. I know.
Yes. All right, guys, as we close out the show, just a little bit of house cleaning. If you haven't seen the Kill City Cup, give it a watch. It's a good hour. It's so enjoyable. Underrated, needs more eyes. If you're watching this not live but watching this later on, hit it in the link. If not, just go to Kill City Cup in your search engine and you'll enjoy the hell out of it. Here's the promo.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup. What a ball!
So Christmas is fast approaching. You want to get yourself an All Effin' Wrestling Show t-shirt modeled by Natalia Markova. You can also get this shirt here that I'm wearing. It's the Sharpshooter Action shirt. And of course, this shirt, I'm not going to get it in time, but it's coming. It's going to come eventually. This is the All Effin' Hot Wheels shirt. And I wanted that shirt made for a very long time, but I didn't know how to go about it. But Haney, he just like that. He can just make a shirt like that. And of course, if you like old school wrestling, you can visit ProSNTs/Adrian Adonis. As featured in an episode of Dark Side of the Ring. If you want to support us in any way, you can send our money to the Hotmail account on PayPal, BigShinyMatrix@hotmail.com, and that's in the link below. But as well as any tiers or give us a tip, that's awesome too. I guess without further ado, Dollywood, she's going to give the Just Keep Fighting speech at the end of the show here. On behalf of myself, Canada Dry, GM Joe, and Dollywood, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and we'll hope to see you soon.
All right. Well, like Canada Dry just said, it is the holiday season, which is typically, I hope for most people, a very joyous season. And if it is not a joyous season for you, I hope that you speak with someone and that you get your feelings out, that you address everything that's going on in your life. Even if you love Christmas, I love Christmas. And I still talk to somebody. It's really important that all of you know how important you are to the whole entire world, especially the people that watch this podcast, because y'all are the best of the best. The Christmas season is so beautiful, and I hope that every one of you know how beautiful you are too. And no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're going through, no matter what happens in your life, I hope that you just keep fighting.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.
Welcome, everyone, to the All Effin' Wrestling Show review show. And today we're going to rate how GM Joe, Dollywood, and Kendra did today. Jim Joe, how do you think everyone did? What do you give them out of 10?
Dollywood was here. We got to give it a 10, right?
You got to give it a 10? All right, Dollywood, what are you giving the show today?
Okay. I'm going to give the whole show a 9 just because I didn't know everything that I should have known. And I'm sorry, I brought the curve down.
No. I brought the curve down. The show's a 4. It's a 4.
Okay, Mr. Isaac 2.0.
It's not a 4 because we have the 2 cutest kids in America.